So, we got 4 games left. How you think the season's going? Comment down below before you start watching the video, man. Let's get it right to the intro. Welcome back to Protest Sports Network. It's your boy Tom about another video. If I get agent teacher or the golf, I got right now. God's open doors. Good for all IG ain't great, man. Today's video got another Commanders video, man, for y'all today. Welcome back to the Protest Sports Network. And today's video is on the predictions for the final 4 games for the Washington Commanders and do we make the playoffs or not. And a little bonus for y'all to end. Do we win a playoff game? Start with the 4 games we do have left this coming week. We're currently on our bye week, so next week we'll be playing the New York Giants on Sunday Night Football at 8:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at FedEx Field. I will be at that game, so come holler at me if you can. That'd be dope. Be dope chopping up with y'all, and talking with y'all, and all that stuff, all that type of stuff. So come pull up on me, come talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Do not hesitate to talk. I will be vlogging, so you know what I'm saying. Come talk, come say up to the vlog. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's just enjoy a potential dub next Sunday night at 8:20 Eastern Standard Time. Next, I think we'll be going to San Francisco to play our final road game of the NFL season as we do face the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy in the #1 defense in the National Football League. Afterwards, we'll be facing the Cleveland Browns, led by now Deshaun Watson, in FedEx Field as we face the Cleveland Browns and Nick Chubb and Amari Cooper, a very familiar face from the Dallas Cowboys, and Myles Garrett and company over there in Cleveland. Final game of the season, we playing our arch rival Dallas Cowboys or Dak Prescott and those guys, Michael Gallup, CeeDee Lamb, Tony Pollard, Ezekiel Elliott, Dalton Schultz, Micah Parsons, Trayvon Diggs, you know the deal. So let's start with the Giants game. We tied the first matchup. We had the Giants 20-20. Jahan Dotson caught a 28-yard touchdown pass on a nice spin move on 44, call him lacking. Boom, touchdown tie game. We couldn't win the game. They didn't trust Taylor Heinicke down the stretch. They weren't throwing a ball in critical third down situations to keep drives alive in order to go for the win. They settled for the tie. They were actually able to get the tie after Graham Goodell misses a 58-yard field goal to end the game. So that's our first matchup. We did contain Saquon Barkley very well in that game, but Daniel Jones ran the ball very well for 12 carries, 71 yards, things of that nature. Taylor Heinicke has best statistical game as a Commander this year. He went 26 for 41 to 275, 2 touchdowns and no interceptions, but he did have a fumble in the third quarter, which allowed the Giants to score on an Isaiah Hodgins touchdown pass from Daniel Jones to go up 7 in that game. So that is the matchup in a nutshell. For the first game, I think this game, things we need to do to win that game is to contain Daniel Jones in the pocket. Don't let him run around like Vanilla Vic. We need to shut that down. Also, offensively, I think we need to stay balanced. Brian Robinson had 21 carries for 96 yards in the first matchup, and also Antonio Gibson had 9 carries for 39 yards. So a combined 140 yards rushing for both of those guys. So keeping that 30 carries for 140 yards type of balance will definitely help out the Commanders in this matchup. And I think the Commanders do win this game. I'm going to give you a score of 21-17 Commanders. Commanders win this game. Taylor Heinicke puts a touchdown in the air. And I do think that Brian Robinson runs for 2 touchdowns as we do get the victory versus the New York Giants to advance to 8-5-1. Going to San Francisco will not be an easy matchup. I know they have Brock Purdy at quarterback, understandably so, but they still have the #1 defense in the league. Yeah, they got weapons like Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, also George Kittle, and CMC and Christian McCaffrey as well, and no sprinkle with Jawan Jennings as well. So, but that could definitely be a problem offensively, even with Brock Purdy at quarterback. And they have a really stout offensive line led by former Washington Redskins left tackle Trent Williams. So I do think we're going to stumble here and take an L and drop to 8-6-1 as we do lose to the San Francisco 49ers and Brock Purdy. I think that Kyle Shanahan's a wizard at game planning, and he knows how good his defense is, but he knows the weaknesses of this defense and what he can exploit, and he'll attack those weaknesses offensively. I think defensively they're just too good. I know our offense can move the ball a bit, but this defense is different. They're shutting out people and sending out teams in the second half. They're just doing really good things over there in San Francisco. So I believe that San Francisco is going to go ahead and win that game and drop us to 8-6-1 on the NFL season. We face the Cleveland Browns next to Deshaun Watson. This will be his fourth game after suspension, so I think the rush will be shaken off by then. And I think he'll be playing a lot better football going to this game than he was against the Houston Texans in his first game as a Cleveland Brown, his Cleveland Browns debut. Also, they do have Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, two of the one of the best running back tandems in the league, if not the best running back tandem in football, which definitely can pose a problem for our defense. Amari Cooper's no joke. Even though he's not great on the road, he is very good against Washington. He always torches Washington. If you notice, as a Cowboy, he had, I think almost every game was a 100-yard game, almost. So he even had a 180 on us in the 2018 Thanksgiving game as a Cowboy. So definitely Amari Cooper could definitely be a problem for the Washington Commanders as he's been when he was with the Dallas Cowboys. Also defensively, Myles Garrett's going to be a huge problem for Charles Leno. I don't think Charles Leno's ready for that as well. I think he's going to definitely be a problem for the Commanders. We're going to definitely double Myles Garrett, which allows the other guys to actually eat. So that could be definitely be a problem down the road during this game. And I think that Taylor Heinicke is going to struggle against this really good Cleveland defense. And we're going to lose this game as well. I'm going to give you a score 21-13 or 24-13 Browns over Commanders. I do think the Browns are a more talented football team than the Commanders right now. I think the Commanders are playing better football at the moment, but if Deshaun Watson gets back to anything that Deshaun Watson was before the suspension, the year off with the Texans, they're going to be a problem. So, knock on wood. Let's hope Deshaun Watson still rusty by the time we play them. We beat them, but I will chalk it up as a loss, dropping us to 8-7-1 on the season. Finally, we play the Dallas Cowboys in weeks 18 in the NFL season. I think by then the Cowboys will have clinched the 5th seed in the NFC playoffs. They will have nothing to play for, and then we will go ahead and take advantage of that. We'll see Cooper Rush again. I don't think we'll see Dak Prescott, and we'll go ahead and get the dub versus the Cowboys with their backups and our starters playing against their backups, and hopefully get a dub. We should get a dub. We're playing their backups, not playing their starters a lot, so it might play the starters for like a quarter and a half or something, but I do think they won't play the starters the whole game, which allows us to go ahead and get the dub. I'm going to say 23-14 Commanders over Cowboys to advance to 9-7-1. And then, unfortunately, we won't qualify for psych. We get in as a 7th seed in the NFC playoffs. I do think we'll be facing the Minnesota Vikings in the first round, and just like our Week 9 matchup, the Minnesota Vikings will defeat us. I will give you a score of 24-17 Minnesota. I think Minnesota is a better football team. We had them beat, and Taylor Heinicke definitely blew up all over himself at the last minute during that fourth quarter. But I just think Kirk Cousins is better than Taylor Heinicke. I think Justin Jefferson is better than Terry McLaurin. I think that Harrison Smith right now is better than our safeties. I like our safeties, though. I do believe that TJ Hawkinson right now is a better receiving tight end than Logan Thomas at this moment of time. I think that the Vikings have a better offensive line. I do think we have a better defensive line. And I think we have a better secondary, but that's about it. I don't think we have any more advantages on the Minnesota Vikings other than our secondary in our defensive line versus their units respectively. So I think we made the playoffs as 7th seed and unfortunately go home to the Minnesota Vikings in Minnesota 24-17 to lose a wild card game, but we made the playoffs and we saved Ron Rivera's job for another season, and we can build on this and go from there. That's going to do it for me. That is my predictions for the Washington Commanders 2022 NFL season. What are your predictions down into the comment section down below? Sorry about the yarn earlier. I'm a little tired. So, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on notifications. Always get the post Sports Network. That's what God forsake this COVID and this monkeypox. Have a great one. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I will catch you guys later on. Until next time, be easy, be blessed, be easy, be safe, be healthy, and stay blessed. And automatically game most athletic talent sport choice and official on the field technically sound. You will also own collect time, let's hard dedication, man. Pro Tip fans always have a great one, guys. I'll catch you guys next video. Peace, love, and blessings. Y'all guys be easy in the game.